In everything you do, make sure you're happy with yourself. Make sure you're happy with where you're at. Make sure your content, and make sure the greatest investment you make, you're going to make, you are about to make, you will keep making, is on yourself, is securing your happiness with yourself, right? You see, if you're not happy, nobody gives a F about you. No this and no peace. Okay, you have to make sure that you're really happy with yourself, with your decisions, with where you are at in life, with everything it is that actually makes you you. Okay, make sure you're happy, make sure you're in a zen state, knowing fully well that whatever you are or whatever it is you're doing, you are happy with it. Okay, imagine trying to be a content creator now and you're not even content with where you are. How are you going to keep being content? Okay, there are stages in getting to where you want to be in life, and I'm learning that appreciating every stage is what comes in clutch. Okay, you cannot delay your happiness because, oh, when I have this thing, oh, if I have this thing, that's when I'm gonna be happy, that's when I'm going to do this. No, you can't. Oh, no, most of the time, the happiness is in the process. Do you understand? I can remember when I was really desperate to be a content creator. You see, I'm going out, I'm going to aesthetically pleasing places. I want to like make videos that will just go viral, and all of a sudden I'm like, I'm like a dark girl and everything. I wanted my page to give you a particular aesthetic, so I was always overexerting myself. But during those periods of time, I wasn't happy. I felt like I was always putting a facade with who I was trying to be and how I was trying to become, and the ways I was going at it wasn't something that fueled my heart. Okay, every time I made the content, it will look fine normally, like, oh, I will get likes here and there, I'll get views here and there, but I was genuinely not happy because I felt like I wasn't being true to myself. Does that make sense? I understand that, like, obviously, like, for you to be able to want to do something, you need to be able to check the algorithm, what people like, what they don't like. I was tired. I always felt so burnt out. Do you understand? And I was going through a period whereby immediately I switched off my phone, I was back. It was as if this darkness was on me. Darkness will not be on me in the name of Jesus, but like, it was as if like I was just like, I don't know, I wasn't just in a happy place. That's when I realized that nope, I wasn't doing it the right way. Okay, the fact that I wanted to be a content creator, the question I didn't ask myself at first was, what kind of content did I want to create? What kind of content did I want to put out? And most especially, am I happy with it? How am I when I switch off my phone? That's the most important thing, because you can post and create content online, put different kind of things online, show a particular side of yourself to people, or be a version of yourself that you're not. But immediately when you are alone, the most important thing you ask yourself, how do you feel when you're alone? When a lot of things don't matter, when a lot of external features don't matter, how do you feel by yourself? Do you understand? If you feel lonely, if you feel alone, okay, sometimes it's okay to feel alone, but if you feel lonely, okay, you can be alone and not lonely. Yeah, there's a big, huge difference. Okay, if you feel like there's something missing, if you don't feel good, trust me, you're not doing it right, because at the end of the day, you're meant to be happy with yourself. That's why I told you that the greatest investment you would ever make is you being happy with yourself. Okay, so every time I went out to make content, I'll go out, even times that obviously I'll be broke, I'll go out and make content. Like, why was I doing that at the beginning stage? Okay, at the beginning if that makes sense, I will not have anything to be able to spend outside, but still I will still find my way to go outside, to all in the name of I want to create content, thinking like maybe, oh yeah, one more, oh yeah, now multi-set. It doesn't work like that. Okay, my passion fueled me, but the way I had to go about it wasn't fulfilling, if that makes sense, because it wasn't something I could be consistent with. Imagine every time you're going out to make content, there's a lot of things involved when you're creating content. Okay, you need to think about the financial part, especially if you're somebody that you don't have anything. So a lot of thought process that goes into it. Okay, if you want to choose the kind of content you need to create, you need to be very realistic with the kind of content you create. But I felt like if I did things a particular way, then maybe I would get a response a particular way, because I was constantly putting out content I felt like people would like. But whenever I switch off my phone, it's like I'm not content with what I'm putting out. It's like I'm not even happy with it. Sometimes I'll be editing my videos and I'm not editing with so much ecstasy. I'm editing with a lot of how people like the video, maybe guinea. Like, I felt like content creation was not meant to be this hard now. If it's something I really want to do, I could make something work. Okay, so I feel like getting to know myself whilst doing it is just the way to go about it. Instead of overexerting myself, instead of trying to do things in the lives of others whilst actually depleting my own joy, it makes no sense to me. That's why I just feel like I beg Jerry, fuck this thing. Okay, period. And ever since I did that, I've not looked back because I'm just so happy to be here. Like, wait, what? And even just the fact that I'm creating like this has changed the desires of my heart. I'm seeing things a lot more differently now. Joy is everywhere, man. It just be the little things. Most of the time, you just have to be yourself, okay? Like, be so fucking for real. So for months, I questioned myself, what kind of content do I want to create? Because I understand that with the kind of person that I am, imagine always creating content and not being content in real life. Content when that's contentless. If that makes sense, if that's even a thing, right? So I asked myself for months, you guys. I asked myself for months because something about me is that I cannot afford to copy somebody else. And I'm saying this in the most humblest manner because it's not going to be progressive for me. Imagine trying to copy things or copy trends or copying what people would do, or it doesn't work for me. I don't look at somebody else's shadow. I don't look at what somebody else is doing, okay? Because things that genuinely don't work for me. But I was not like, okay, if these things don't work for me, what is now going to work for me? Okay, because I knew in my heart that I wanted to create content. Every machine solo, my storage was full. I knew in my heart that I wanted to create content, but I just didn't know the kind of content I wanted to create. So for the longest, I now sat to myself like, Beauty, be fucking for real. Forget about get ready with me you see online. Forget about how you'd see things online. I feel like it's aesthetically pleasing. What can you do long term? Okay, this is something I want to do long term. What is going to be my own blueprints long term? Not things that I have to crack my brain for. Because anytime I do things that forces me out of karamo, or I can't use the word karamo, but out of like I'm sure forcing it cooking workout. Because number one, I'm somebody that I cannot memorize. Okay, I cannot memorize anything. So every time I even created content, I would sit there in front of the camera. I want to look very cutesy. I want to do very demure. You see me reading from a book. You see Makamama Kalolo. I will just be stammering because it's like it doesn't genuinely work for me. My own content has to be natural. Okay, and one thing I shied away from the longest was the fact that I didn't know how to just be myself on camera, thinking that I felt like I had to be a certain way. Do you understand? But then again, this is the way I am. Like, this is my own personality. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, I didn't realize at the time that my content has to be authentic to me, has to be me. Do you understand? Not something I feel like will do well. Who cares? Do you understand? Because at the end of the day, consistency, do you understand? The way me I've seen it though, a lot of times is all about consistency. And people that have been true to themselves, those are people that I checked and they really made it so far. Okay, so I was down for a lot of months because I felt like this is something I really want to do. Say, this is what I want to do. So how do I go about it? I did 2+2. Okay, during my weight loss 2 times I was trying to be something, copy a particular meal plan, go share for me. But the time I started to listen to myself, I started to follow what really worked for me. That's when I started to see results. Do you understand? So me now, and I asked myself that, okay, Beauty, what is it you're good at? Because I know that when the camera is not on, I like talking to myself, I like teaching, like I like enlightening, like I don't know, Sha, because it's always natural when the camera is not on. So I felt like, is it okay for me to be the way I am off camera, on camera? I struggled with that for a lengthy amount of time, and that's why I just decided that, you know what, I actually don't give a fuck. Like, if I'm a particular way because of the kind of things I'm putting out, because of the kind of people that are following me, I'm just going to create a new account. Okay, I did not delete my other socials. I created a new one so I can build myself. Even this YouTube that I'm using now is a new YouTube that I opened December because I contemplated a lot. Because if I genuinely want to do this long term, I should be able to be comfortable with myself on the camera without no form of prejudice or without no form of am I acting someone? Who cares? Do you understand? So I asked myself like, oh, if that's the kind of content I want to make, what's holding me back? okay? Because the way me I've seen it, a lot of people have different character on this internet, okay? And mine is even one for the books, okay? My own is not even weird. Like literally, this is how I am. And if I really want to do things my way, I need to actually be very invested in it and do it my way. And what's my way? Doing things that are naturally occurrent to me, doing things that are very, very natural to me, like just speaking, okay? I used to think that speaking was just so boring because who listen to me, people only listen to people that have results, which is true, and I'm gonna have results, mashallah. Like in the name of Jesus, I will have results. I just always think like people always listen to people that have results, or people always listen to people that have this particular thing, but that's a lie. That was my mind just lying to me, okay? Like I literally started, okay? Ever since then, I've just been going. I've just been creating, I've been going. I even find it fun. Used to, at what time? The time is literally like 4 a.m. and I'm like, I have this content idea. Let me create right now. And literally that's what I'm doing because it's easy for me now. Now I'm going to edit it. And if I edit it, I'm happy watching myself. And that's what matter, okay? If I'm going to do it long term, I don't want to ever put out something that I'm not. Because imagine not being happy with whatever it is you're creating. Like that's literally bondage, okay? And then I had to tell myself, if I'm doing it long term, I need to understand that I'm already a content creator. I'm already a successful content creator in my mind at that. I just need to accept it, okay? And now I'm already working in full awareness that, okay, I need to be myself long term. Because if you're not set yourself on this social media platform, you're overexerting yourself, you're putting out what you're not, how do you want to last? You can't last, because even people self can tell. People can tell, like, if you're not being authentic, or if you're not being true to yourself. No people even cares if you're authentic. Even if you're acting, shall know how to act well. Because the moment you just go and yaw or change your staring, that's when it's going to be another thing, because you yourself cannot even be happy, okay? So I felt like I wanted to create content, but content I want to create is the kind of content that when I switch off my phone, when I switch off my data, when I go offline, I'm content with myself. Now that's the real content, okay? I'm content with everything that is going to happen. Not that now, okay, now see me trying to be a content creator, I want to create content, I'm overexerting myself. Now when I now finally get that big break, okay, I will not be in the shackles of, oh wow, people are now following me, or I have some sort of engagement, or I have some sort of audience. Now what should I do next? What should I do? Oh, I don't want to be like that. I'm working in full awareness that in the name of Jesus, when it's time for my own big break, I know that I just need to do what I've already been doing, okay? And it's going to be easier for me like that. That way everybody is happy, I'm happy, you're happy, everybody is happy, and I'm content. I don't have to put a facade. I don't have to do anything that isn't me long term. I don't even want to be a content creator off of desperation, because when you're desperate, it's like, I don't know, it's just always off, okay? I just want to be myself. I don't want to be what I'm not. So that way I'm going to be consistent with it over time. So I needed to know what makes me happy, what is going to keep making me happy, and that was what I needed to invest in. And this is what makes me happy. What I'm doing is what makes me happy. Watching myself editing my video, talking like this, okay, makes me happy. So now I decided to be like, fuck it, I'm actually going to give it a go. Like, I'm actually going to do it. And so far so good. I've put out like 38 videos, and I'm so proud of myself. And for the first time, I'm enjoying it, because I feel like I don't have to be a certain way. I just need to be myself. I just need to operate in my God-given gift, and I just need God to just work, okay? It doesn't have to make sense. As long as I'm happy offline, then I'm content. Now that's the real content. When it's time for me to start doing things and start going outside, spending money, and doing things that would actually cost money to make content, I know by that time God will allow me to cross the bridge. But for now, it's okay. I'm 21. Like, I always forget, because I feel like I need to live my life on fast forward, maybe because of my past experiences. I always feel like, I need to live my life on fast forward. I need to do some particular things, and I'm like, the way my life is moving, that's the way it's meant to move. So it's better for me to get on the ride and be happy with it, or just be do you get? And why should I be when I can be happy? Do you get? So this is something that I'm trying to tell you. In anything you want to do, it might not even be content creation. This means me just sharing my journey, okay? It might not be content creation. Maybe whatever like school you're trying to get into, whatever thing you're trying to do, invest in your happiness. Do things your own way. Okay, anything that gives you happiness, that's you. Okay, and anything that gives you that sense of fulfillment, that's you. Don't look at how somebody else is studying their thing. Don't look at how somebody else is crafting their own thing. What is genuine to you? Tap into your own chakra and work on your own. Okay, thank you guys for watching. My name is IG-Taj. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please like this video, and yeah, see you guys in my next video too. My name is IG-Taj, and tap in, right? Tap in.